You will not believe what the new dear leader of the SNP, Humza Yousaf, is up to. After all the chaos coming out over the financial corruption of his own party, he is now distancing himself from Nicola Sturgeon and Peter Morrell. I mean, seriously? I'm not really sure if he's doing it as a joke or not. We already reported earlier that we found more information about the financial corruption cover-up of the SNP. We actually had Peter Morrell, who was the chief executive of the party and Nicola Sturgeon's husband. He was one of the few figures who were not elected, and these people were the ones who blocked any proposal to open up the financial books of the SNP. When the investigation started, initially over the £600,000 missing money, but clearly there's more to the story, they had a chance to open up the books. But these people said no. Humza Yousaf has been a massive supporter of Peter, as well as Nicola. He's been defending them, saying they're innocent and everything else. Suddenly now, he's changed his mind. He's throwing them under the bus. He is now trying to distance himself from both Nicola Sturgeon and Peter Morrell with a pledge of more SNP transparency. Yes, the Scottish First Minister says that the party needs greater financial accountability in briefing after the arrest of former leader's husband. Yeah, Humza is suddenly in favour of accountability and transparency. How many of you in the comment section believe what Humza Yousaf is now saying? We knew, I had a feeling this was going to happen anyway. He was eventually going to use Nicola Sturgeon as a platform to become leader, because his campaign was based on Nicola Sturgeon and her legacy, right? The whole point was, I'm Nicola Sturgeon 2.0, or as we call them, Nicola Sturgeon in trousers. But now, suddenly, he doesn't even know them. Nicola who? Peter who? Yeah, clearly. So, all these images that we had, the nice, friendly family of the SNP, that's all gone out the window now. So, Humza Yousaf has said, there has to be more openness, more transparency around how we do things for our members, for the confidence of the public. We absolutely can do better around governance and transparency. There is no ifs or buts on that. Why didn't you do it before? Why didn't you speak out before? You were a senior member of the party and the Scottish government. You had influence. You could have said something either even privately or publicly. You should have actually convinced them to be more open. You were in charge. You were one of the senior ministers. Clearly, he didn't care at the time. He only cares about it now because he's seeing the opinion polls and how the Scottish Labour Party are coming up and how the SNP are going down. So, when he was asked whether the police raids would have affected the contest's result, the election, because there's so many people are now questioning the election result, the leadership election. If they had happened before Humza Yousaf won, he said, that sounds to me like a conspiracy theory that we were in cahoots with Police Scotland around the timing. The timing of any investigation is absolutely for Police Scotland. It's not determined by anybody else. Yeah, sure, okay. However, Humza Yousaf said that the debacle over the party's membership figures in the final stage of the contest, when it emerged that 30,000 members had quit in the preceding 2 years, highlighted real concerns and anger within the party. Interestingly enough, nobody actually mentioned directly that you were in cahoots with Police Scotland. The question was, do you think the timing of the police raid affected the result? The fact that he brought it up himself is a conspiracy theory. It's kind of like a bit defensive. Nobody said that. He said, there is no question that our members will feel bruised, not just by what was a challenging election contest, but by the events of the last 24 hours. Really? Is this leadership these days? This is absolutely embarrassing. But I'm enjoying it. In the words of Margaret Thatcher, I'm enjoying it. And I'm loving my job every day, reporting on the SNP scandal and Mark Drakeford's chaos, especially with the latest racetrack nonsense. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.